I think that's about as close as I'm going to get to recreating that cool scene from Iron Man 2 when Stark drops in at the Stark Expo, so points for that. So I've been playing Anthem for the past couple of days, trying to see what the game's all about, figuring out all the sort of mechanics behind it, seeing what's cool and what's not, and if it's something that you should be keeping an eye on or something that you should be passing on and then picking it up later down the line. Now, I gotta say, this is a demo, and this is limited to a certain amount of areas. You can only do so much. You started off at level 10, you can progress to about level 15. You also got to unlock another javelin, so you started with the one that everybody else got, which is the Ranger, and then you can pick something up. You could either pick up the Interceptor, the Colossus, or Storm. It's up to you. I picked the Colossus because I'll show you later on, let's just say Hulkbuster. And I just picked that just for that one reason. I did use it a little bit, didn't really enjoy it that much. I thought this one is much more fun to use, and you get to be Tony Stark, which we'll get to a little bit later on. So like I said, the beta is going to be beta, whatever you want to call it, is going to be limited. There's only certain areas that are locked, certain things that you can't really get past, certain items that you can't really craft, certain resources that you can't really get your hands on just now. So you'll experience a little bit of what he has to offer. Then you're going to have another open demo, open beta. It's going to be next week, so that's going to be between the 1st and the 3rd of February. And that will pretty much give you maybe about the same content, I would imagine, maybe slightly more. That would be kind of cool for them to unlock something else, for them to experience a little bit more. But as it stands, this is pretty much it, what you get to experience in the demo. So you'll go out, open world, javelins, plenty of missions, plenty of things for you to sort of sink your teeth in, just to see if this is the kind of game that you will probably look into, put some time into, and buy. Now, I gotta say, I've been playing this for a couple of days. The missions did get a little bit repetitive, but I suspect this is due to the limitations of the game. Now, I'm limited to a certain amount of areas that I can walk around, and I'm pretty much gonna say I'm gonna get the same missions here and there. While there were some variations in the missions, I think altogether I've seen about 4 or 5 different types of missions, maybe 6. But usually they'll repeat itself. So if it's like this is a spider's nest, you'll get a couple of spiders, you kill them, you destroy the nest, and then that's that. Then defend the Corvus agent, you'll defend him, you'll get a couple of spiders, then you get a couple of scars. That's pretty much done. A couple of more reinforcements, done again. Then you'll have a patrol, and you'll have a couple of more things. So all in all, I'd say, I don't know, about 5, 6 different missions that you see around here. Now, I did see those missions about 3 or 4 times at least each in the space of my sort of 2 days of playing the game. I've unlocked everything to rank 19. You get to craft certain things, and you get to make them sort of the best you can get. So I found level sort of 17 weapons, but with a bit of crafting and all that, you can get them to about level 19, which makes pretty much everything around here at the starting area a breeze. So it's not really a challenge per se. You can easily sort of complete most of the missions on your own, but it's kind of cool to see people dropping in from time to time, just sort of helping you out and taking a bit of the fire away. While you do have to run away from the fight from time to time, you can still heal and you can go back into it, so sort of finishing a mission on your own shouldn't really be that much of a problem. When it comes to server performance, now we know this demo had a few issues in the beginning. People couldn't connect, you were stuck on loading screens and all that sort of stuff. That's mostly been sort of fixed now. It's still a little bit buggy, but they're working on it, so that shouldn't really be a problem with latency and stuff like that. There is 4 people on the server. I don't know how many they're going to be in the final game, when eventually they'll let you know how that's going to work out. But as it stands, I've tried inviting people to join me in my session. Even though I only had 2 other people in the session, it still said the session was full. So I'm guessing it's 4 people max on the server that you can go in free roam, and then that's pretty much it. Now, you can still play with your buddies, just go into Tarsus, which is going to be your main hub, team up in there, and then you'll put you in the same session if you want to go together. I've tried, like I said, inviting somebody, and he always said it's full, even though it wasn't enough, but technical difficulties, let's call them that. As for the world itself, I found it a little bit empty. I would really like it to see a few more creatures, a few more monsters, a few more events, a few other things sort of happening all the time, because you're kind of flying around for couple of minutes, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes at times, and you're not really finding anything but these sort of random one-off dude here and there, and you kill him, and mostly You don't really get a lot of loot off them. They don't even drop ammo. Sometimes they drop ammo and they drop a little bit of health, but not that much. So I kind of would like to see a bit more action, a bit more liveliness into the world. Otherwise, it just feels a little bit empty. And hopefully they'll be able to pull some of that off when the full game gets released. Now, as it stands, like I said, I did get to try out a couple of the javelins. I gotta say, for now, this one, the Ranger, has to be my favorite. I heard Storm is pretty good. I have not yet tried it. I'm gonna probably use it if they sort of wipe your character and you start again in the next one. I'm gonna go with Storm and I'm gonna try him just to see what it's like. But as it stands, it's something that you should definitely keep an eye on. There are definitely a few things that they need to look into and get worked out by the next time they've got another open demo, open beta out, which is going to be next week, like I said, between the 1st and the 3rd of February. As long as they can get that sorted out and you can simply just click the button, connect, no problems, anything like that, then you should be fine. I mean, once the game gets released, it's not going to be that much stress on the servers because not everybody's going to buy it, so it's going to be much smoother, much easier for you to sort of get into the game, so you're not going to have the same issues that you had right now. But like I said, the best advice I can give for right now is just keep an eye on it, see what happens. The open beta is just a week away, so you'll get to play it and try it and see what you think. Now, like I said in the beginning, you only get this one chance to be Iron Man and customize things the way you like. And this is about as close as you're going to get to being Iron Man and all the sort of posse from MCU. So this is kind of what the closest I could get to trying to get Iron Man, War Machine, Iron Patriot, Hulkbuster, everybody like that. So this is, you start off with the default one. This is your standard Ranger. But you can have the Iron Patriot, which is, well, I gotta say, I mean, this is about as close as you can get. There's not really 100% things that you could do there to make it, but it looks pretty cool. This is Tony's tank, and then you have Tony's tank Mark II. This is a couple of things that you can unlock for it, and you can still sort of play around with things. And you also have War Machine. War Machine's like complete sort of black with just a little bit of silver. I wish there was a couple of emblems and things like that you can put around them, but all in all, what else you're going to get a chance to be Iron Patriot, Tony's tank, War Machine, and the Hulkbuster in the same thing, without you having to do anything, you know what I mean? All you got to do is just change character, take a bit of time, do them, and then that's that. And the Hulkbuster definitely needs a lot of work. It's not the right head. The colors, I mean, his hands should be a little bit more yellow. It's just, there's a lot more to be done to the Hulkbuster, but it's a work in progress. So eventually, at some point, I'll probably work it out. So that's what it is about Anthem so far. It's definitely got the potential. It's definitely there. We'll just have to wait and see how the open beta goes, how the launch goes, give it a week or two, and then keep an eye on it. It should be something, it's good. I'll definitely post some more videos out. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.